Have you ever noticed how fragile a good day actually is? You wake up feeling great. The sun is out and you have your to-do list all sorted. You are looking forward to the day. But then one small moment happens. Maybe it is a rude comment from a stranger in line for coffee. Maybe it is a passive-aggressive email from a coworker. Or perhaps just a single aggressive horn honk in traffic. And suddenly the vibe of the room changes. The sun does not seem as bright anymore. Your coffee tastes a bit bitter. Your internal weather system shifts from sunny to stormy in a matter of seconds. You try to move on, but your mind keeps replaying the interaction. You think about what you should have said. You think about how unfair it was. If you have ever let a 5-minute interaction destroy a 24-hour day, I want you to type the number 1 in the comments right now. Go ahead and type the number 1. Let us be honest about it so we can fix it. Here is the truth that many of us miss. We think we are exhausted because of our workload or our responsibilities. But behavioral science suggests something different. You are likely suffering from what we call emotional accumulation. You are not tired because of the road you are climbing. You are tired because of what you are secretly carrying on your back. Today we are going to solve this by looking at the story of a man named Arthur. Arthur represents a very specific type of person that we see everywhere in the modern world. He was high-functioning but brittle. The ancient texts describe him as a man who was strong in his body but weak in his peace. He had a habit that many of us have. He treated every insult and every disappointment like a stone, and without realizing it, he was picking them up and putting them in a bag he carried every single day. By the end of this video, you are going to learn how to put that bag down. We are going to break down the psychology of why we hold on to pain as a form of validation. And I am going to give you a specific 4-step evening protocol to clear your cognitive bandwidth before you sleep. It is time to stop carrying stones that do not belong to you. Let us begin. Let us talk about Arthur. Arthur lived in a quiet village between green hills. On the surface, his life looked perfect, but inside his mind, it was a war zone. Arthur operated on a belief system that many of us hold. He believed that silence was weakness. If someone spoke harshly to him, he answered harshly. If someone pushed him, he pushed back. He treated his anger like a shield. But here is the visualization that changes everything. Imagine that every time someone insulted Arthur, he visualized that insult as a stone. And without thinking, he would pick up that stone and put it in a backpack he wore every day. A rude comment from a neighbor. Pick it up. Put it in the bag. A betrayal by a friend. Pick it up. Put it in the bag. A small disappointment at work. Pick it up. Put it in the bag. Arthur did this for weeks, then months, then years. Soon Arthur was walking with a bent back. He was a young man, but he looked old. He suffered from what psychologists call tunnel vision. Because his brain was so focused on the weight he was carrying, he literally stopped seeing the beauty of the world. He could not see the colors of the village. He could not feel the warmth of the sun. His entire cognitive bandwidth was used up just trying to stay standing under the weight of his past reactions. One day, Arthur reached his breaking point. He decided to climb the mountain behind his village to find some peace. As he was struggling up the path, sweating and gasping for breath, he saw a figure coming down. It was an old merchant. The merchant was thin and frail, but he walked lightly. He was practically dancing down the mountain, humming a tune. The contrast was brutal. Arthur was strong but heavy. The merchant was weak but light. The merchant stopped and looked at Arthur. He said, "My young friend, you look weary. Your load seems heavier than your strength." Arthur confessed. He said, "I am tired. I carry many stones. These are the insults and lies people have thrown at me. I have to keep them because they belong to me. Now pay close attention because this is the moment the science shifts." The merchant did not tell Arthur to just let it go. Instead, he bent down and picked up 2 small stones from the ground. He placed one stone back on the dirt. He said, "Look at this stone. The person who insulted you is like this stone." They threw their words, and they walked away. They are probably eating a sandwich right now. They have forgotten all about it. They feel nothing. Then the merchant placed the second stone directly into Arthur's hand and closed his fingers around it. He said, "But this stone in your hand, this is your reaction. You chose to bend down, you chose to pick it up, and you chose to put it in your bag." The merchant looked Arthur in the eye and said something that struck him like quiet thunder. "Your reaction is your burden, not their action, your reaction." Arthur suddenly realized the truth. The other person provided the stimulus, but Arthur provided the ownership. By holding on to the anger, he was paying a high price for a debt that the other person did not even know they owed. Arthur opened his hand and let the stone fall into the dust. For the first time in years, he took a full, deep breath. Stop for a second. Think about a stone you are carrying right now. Maybe it is an argument from last week or a rude email from this morning. If you want to be like Arthur and put that stone down, hit the like button on this video. Let that like be your first act of releasing the weight. Now we have to turn this story into a system. Arthur had the merchant to guide him. You have this video. So how do we apply this in a high-stress modern life? We are going to use a method called the evening release protocol. This is designed to clear your mental RAM before you sleep so you do not wake up tired. You are going to do this tonight. Step 1 is physical grounding. Sit on the edge of your bed for 1 minute. Place your hand on your chest. This physical touch moves your focus from your racing thoughts back to your body. It tells your nervous system that you are safe. Step 2 is objectification. Think of the one moment today that hurt you. Do not just feel it as a vague emotion. I want you to imagine it as a physical stone in your hand. Give it a shape. Give it a weight. Step 3 is the declaration. Whisper this specific phrase to yourself. This stone is not mine. I release it. This is you setting a boundary. You are acknowledging that the insult belongs to the sender, not the receiver. Step 4 is the drop. Take a slow breath out and imagine placing that stone on the floor. Visualize it leaving your hand. Leave it in yesterday. Do not carry it into tomorrow. When Arthur emptied his bag, he realized that peace does not come from the world being nice to you. Peace begins the moment you decide not to pick up the stone. So let us bring this all together. We often live our lives waiting for the external world to get nicer. We wait for the traffic to clear. We wait for our coworkers to be polite. We wait for the insults to stop. But the story of Arthur and the merchant teaches us a harsh but liberating truth. If you wait for the world to change so you can feel peace, you will be waiting forever. The traffic will always be there. The rude comments will always exist. The stones will always be on the path. But remember the science we discussed. The stone on the ground is just an event. It has no weight until you pick it up. When you practice the evening release protocol, you are not just sleeping better. You are reclaiming your cognitive bandwidth. You are closing the tabs in your brain so you can actually see the colors of the sky again. You are moving from being weak in peace to being strong in peace. If this video helped you drop even one stone today, I have a small favor to ask. There is someone in your life right now who is walking with a bent back. They are carrying a bag of old hurts and they do not know how to put it down. Share this video with them. Send it to them right now. You might just be the merchant they need to meet on their mountain today. And if you are committed to living a lighter life, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We are building a community of people who refuse to carry unnecessary weight. Remember this as you walk out the door today. You cannot choose what others throw at you, but you always choose what you keep. Walk lightly, my friends.